These are powers of the controller in proceedings. The controller has certain powers of the civil code under section 77 of the Act. He can issue summons and examine a person on oath. The controller has the power to discover and produce and require production of any document. The controller can take evidence on affidavits. He can issue commissions. He can award costs. He can review his own decisions. He can set aside an ex parte order, an order which is passed without hearing the other side, ex parte, or in the absence of a party. Orders for costs are executable as a decree of a court. So when the controller passes an order on cost, it is like a decree of a court. You can execute it. You can file an execution petition over it. Evidence is given before the controller by way of affidavit or orally. So evidence is given by a sworn affidavit or it is given orally. So section 79 tells us that. Then wherever the controller exercises his discretion, the controller shall hear the party. Now this is called the exercise of discretionary powers. So the controller cannot exercise his discretionary power to grant or not to grant, or to reject or not to reject, to amend or not to amend, without hearing the party. Okay, an opportunity to be heard before exercising adversely to the applicant, any discretion vested in the controller under the Act. Okay, now 80 is important because 80 mandates the applicant a hearing. So they may pose this in some situational problem where the controller can exercise a discretion to the detriment of the applicant. Okay, so when such discretion is for instance amendment, or where something needs, or he is of the opinion under section 15 that he has to reject the application, in all those cases he has to offer a hearing. Now for disposal of application for extension of time, now you know that extension of time is provided under certain provisions of the Act. The Act expressly provides for extension of time. The details are in Rule 138. Okay, the prescribed provisions where the time can be extended are mentioned in Rule 138. Okay, over and above Rule 138, where if you need to extend the time prescribed for doing a particular act, you need to do it by way of filing Form 4. Okay, so bear that in mind. For any extension of time stipulated under the Act, you need to file Form 4. And if you see the cross references in Form 4, okay, you have a list of references mentioned in Form 4. Okay, for all those things you can file Form 4 for extending time. Okay, so Form 4 is what you will take for extension of time. Now coming back to 81, where under the provisions of this Act, the rules made thereunder, the controller may extend the time for doing any act. Nothing in this Act shall be deemed to require him to give notice to or hear the party interested in opposing the extension, nor shall any appeal lie from any order of the controller granting such extension. So any request, the controller can extend time, and if there is an opposition for the extension, there is no need for the controller to hear the party, and no appeal shall lie against this extension of time, because extension of time is seen as a procedural thing.